we have a new hero of Bilbao. 2 goals in the derby, step forward, 16-year-old Wonderkid. Alright boys, welcome back to the channel, welcome back to Basque or Nothing, and we only took 3 games. Remember last episode, we had a month to turn it around. It only took 3 games. We didn't even need to get to that Barcelona game that was at the end of the month, and they said, we're happy with the progress that was made. 2 games were in the cup, 1 in the league, but the performances were good, and as you can see, over the last we've played a fair few games actually. Since last episode, we've played, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 games and 1 defeat out of those games. And it was Barcelona away from home. So we can't grumble too much. Unfortunately, we're playing Barcelona today. First leg of the Copa del Rey. But I thought I would bring you back now, as I thought it was a good time to do so. We've had some interesting forms. We've scored some late goals. In particular, Levante, Williams 88, Villarreal in the Cup. We were heading out. I'm going to have to show you this because I'll show you. By the way, here he is, Wonderkid. Do you like the regen that I've given him? Regen face. He did have a tash in it. So I looked for a dude in my regen pack that had a tash. And even though he's 16, 3 goals in 2 games, 2 starts, 6 sub. We're kind of just playing him as a striker now, as a backup striker. But Serrano was really out of form. So I thought, right, against Sociedad, I'll tell you what, we'll do the Villarreal game first because it did make me laugh. We were heading out of the competition. Look, nearly 87 minutes on the clock. Núñez kicked it forward. Williams kind of half chased it down. The goalkeeper completely missed it, and we managed to equalise in, the 87th minute. And then in extra time, Azpilicueta, Wonderkid up front with Williams. I think we went to one number 10, and then 2 strikers. Wonderkid and Williams combining, and then to finish it off, where is he? Is he just lurking? Look at that. He capitalised on a back pass that went wrong and a lovely dink to score your first senior goal. Right, he's right-footed. He is right-footed. I then decided to start him in the derby. Away at Sociedad, we were 1-0 down pretty early on. Sometimes it does take us a little bit of a while just to warm up, and we do seem to have to be chasing games a little bit. Slipped in down the channels and kind of poked it home ahead of, who would that have been, Núñez. But watch these 2 goals from Fuerte. Here he is, just on the shoulder, in, wallop. Lovely half volley on his weaker foot. His weaker foot is pretty strong. I think it's regarded as or reasonably strong. And then breaking through, again on his left foot, but he absolutely smashed it in for a 2-1 win. We have a new boy of Bilbao. I am now training him to be a centre forward. He's going to stay in the squad. Look at his mentals. 18 bravery, 15 decisions, 19 determination, 15 pace, 6'1". His finishing is only 8, but I think I have found if your off the ball's good, your decisions are good, your composure's good, which his are. 11 composure for 16. He's not 17, boys, until another 8 months? Yeah, no, another 8 months. I'm putting all of my hopes, dreams, everything on this man. Also, Wonderkid is one of my Patreon players. Now, I do like to put my Patreons in the game. However, I didn't want to call him Johnny Griffiths, who's the Patreon player it is. So what we did is we do a bit of Google Translate. I think Griffiths has some form of meaning strong. So I Googled strong in Spanish. It came up with Fuerte, and then obviously one for Johnny. So that's where we got Johnny Griffiths, Wonderkid. If you would like to become a regen, links down below to the Patreon. Shout out to all the patrons as well on screen. But yeah, as I said, we're hoping for big things from him. Tactically, we've just made a few little tweaks. So this is the original variation with the wing back on attack. We've just opened the play out a little bit. This one here is just when I think we're just becoming a little bit slow. We've altered the tempo as well. Our tempo was slightly slow. We've changed it to higher because I just found we were just being a little bit too lackluster, giving teams the opportunity to really sit in against us. So we're going higher tempo. This one just allows us to play a little bit quicker. We've gone wing backs on support, but we're just playing a little bit quicker. We've got passing to space on. We do have a lot of pace. Obviously, Uri's not playing there, but we have Serrano, Williams, Marcelo kind of does jobs up front for us as well. And then the last one was when we were pushing for a result against Oviedo in the last game. We just needed to change it, and I wanted 2 strikers and I wanted a shadow striker. We go, right, we'll just do that, and we nicked a couple of goals from it. So that's kind of a bit of shit or bust tactic, but it has the opportunity for us not to be completely ridiculous. It may look daft, but it allows wing-backs to get forward. It gets plenty of bodies in and around the box. We've got 2 strikers really pushing on, working channels, working the shoulders of the centre-halves, and then we've got players such as Muniain can come in and play a little bit. Okay, we're not going to go with that one today. We're just going to go with the tried and tested one, our original team. Let's do a team selection. We've had a couple of injuries on this right-hand side. Baringa's, who's done very well. Aspilicueta is now injured. Okay, that's going to make it a little bit difficult, boys. So you know what we're going to do? We're going to go for the box. Just mainly because I can play a right-back. I can play Núñez in there. Uriah in at centre-half. Nanolskin, Sanchez, Herrera is back, but I'm kind of just not playing Herrera much. He's struggling physically. He kind of plays and either gets injured or needs to be rested. We have to go Juanfuerte, don't you? You want to see him today, don't you, boys? So we'll put him in there. Juanfuerte up there. Serrano in the shadow striker. Trequartista, Muniain, Cordoba, Uriah. They're all struggling. Okay, right. Let's get Pablo Colombani on this left-hand side. Muniain is struggling. Do you want to see Pacheco? We're going for it, boys. 3 young, exciting youth prospects in the attacking positions for us. I don't want to do... We'll just see how Uriah does at centre-half. I think he may be okay. Don't need them both to be on stoppers, though. Uriah can be on a stopper. Okay, a bit out there. We're taking a risk, but it is Barcelona. I did find the Barcelona game when we played them last time, boys. It was a little bit of just the inevitable when you kind of play, when you're an underdog and you're playing Barcelona, just not many highlights, but every time they went forward, they scored. Sancho on that left-hand side is a problem. He is a real problem. So Núñez, hopefully on that right-hand side, will help. Inaki Williams has picked up tremendously well for us. He's played a couple of games as shadow striker, but since the last episode, when he played against Atletico Madrid, he scored a fair few goals there, boys. So he is now 14 for the season. He was 14-1, and now he's 23-14. So a nice bit of improvement from him, which has no doubt had played a big part in our progression over the last few weeks, last few months. Barcelona, Copa del Rey, semi-final first leg. There's a second leg, so if we can just keep it tight, you never know for the second leg. And all the tactics that we have fit in with our players, the players coming through. I'm always trying to think long-term and the players that are coming through over the next few years. We do need to look at potentially sorting the right back out. Right back may become an issue in maybe 2 or 3 years' time, especially playing with wing backs. We've got Aspilicueta, who is very old and probably going to only have 1 more season left. So we need to look at that. Because Núñez, who's playing there now, is just kind of a centre-half who's pretty good on the ball. So if we want to do a 3-5-2 more often, we need to solve that little problem. As we've crossed it in, Juanfuerte's there! And he's just put it wide. So yeah, but the rest of the players, we've got players Sanchez, good age. So we've got Serrano, Fuerte, Pacheco, Arezzo. We've got plenty of attacking options now. We've made actually a bloody good start in this game, boys, haven't we? We're gonna probably lose the ball now. As I've said that. Nanolskin, you're right. Williams is in! Is it gonna stand? Is it gonna stand? It is gonna stand. Oh, please tell me there's away goals. Please tell me there's away goals. Yes, away goals if scores are level only after 90 minutes. Okay, right. So that's potentially massive for us. Potentially massive. By the way, the third tactic is what's called a Brazilian box. I did practice it a couple of times and it's not really worked. But so far, that's a lovely ball. Inaki's in form. Obviously, having him, he can do shadow striker quite well for us. As he gets older, he's probably going to need a little assistance up there. So maybe looking at more of if we play the one sort of like sitting in the hole, and Serrano and Williams, Fuerte, Marcelo's a very useful backup as well for us. Don't get complacent out there, boys. Come on. This potentially is a massive result. Messi. Oh, God. Oh, God. Oh, he's pointing to the spot. There was nothing in it. He said Colombani had brought him down. You never want to start a highlight with saying the word Messi, do you? He's put it in. Fucking hell. This just is typical of the save that I'm doing. We just seem to be getting somewhere and then we do something, or the game just decides to give him a little penalty. Give him a little helping hand. Right, let's encourage. Right, we're just going to do this highlight. We do need to make some changes. The Europa League is coming up as well. We're going to be busy. This sort of like after Christmas period is... Oh no, what's going on here? I thought he just caught it. God for that. Right, we've got 20 minutes to go. 148 has struggled, which is not entirely surprising up against some of the players he has done today. Let's go... We might have to keep him on. Who's dying? Sanchez dying. Let's get Herrera on. Nico Serrano is struggling. Go on in. Go on in, Munayin. We'll keep Fuerte on. We've got two struggling at right back. We can't do much with that at the moment. Let's just go wing on defence. Stay nice and tight. We could do Vivian, but I'm pretty sure we can get by as centre-half. Not doing so much. We'll maybe look at resting him in the next game. Right, Barca have got a throw. We've headed clear. Okay. Goosens with a cross. Oh, no! What is this game doing to me? Oh, it's disallowed. I've had an absolute nightmare over the last 2 weeks. Wow, that is tight. Right, okay. Going to change this forward line. We're going to go Marcelo, who's not 100% fit, but can do a job for the last few minutes. Fuertes struggled a little bit, which you would imagine. He hasn't really had the opportunity to really get that left foot going. Right, 1-1, boys, in the Bernabeu, in the new camp. Okay, so I think second leg, I'll probably play that off camera because I'm keen to sort of like kick on with the save a little bit, and I know it's coming up shortly. But wow, we kind of rode our luck there a little bit. But to be fair, apart from the little errors that we had in there, a little bit of luck towards the end, I think we probably deserved a draw out of that one. Now, next episode, I'm going to kick on a little bit. Oh, I'll tell you what, we'll come back for the Barcelona and we'll do double game. Barcelona or Real Madrid. We'll also have a good idea of where we're going to be playing in Europe if we manage to get through what is a very difficult Europa League. Dortmund are obviously in it, but if we can afford Dortmund, Sevilla, Valencia, yeah, we just need a little bit of luck. If we can get past Shakhtar, a little bit of luck, we may be able to progress into the final stages of that. Things are starting to look a little bit more rosy. What's the job situation? C+, so we're very much out of that. That was down as bad as E a couple of months ago. So, yeah, disappointed with the league performance. Obviously, they're pleased with the Europa League. They're pleased with the Cup because we've got to the semi-final. Santander, La Liga, we are only 2 points off Espanyol. And I think, even though these obviously big teams around us, teams like Granada, we've got, 15 games left. We're only 6 points behind and potentially we could even catch them. Alright boys, thank you very much for watching. Smash a like on today's video for me. Subscribe if you haven't. I am streaming over the weekend, both Saturday night and Sunday afternoon. I am in the first FM Playoffs event sorted out by Twitch streamers Mozza and Kegman Plays. I'm in a 10-man event. Saturday night, 6 PM here on YouTube. I'm going to be streaming the draft. £500 million to spend. We're going to probably use the Bilbao tactic. We probably will transfer all 3 tactics over and use them going forward. And that'll be Saturday, 6 PM. And then Sunday, midday, we've got 4 group games. We need to qualify. Top 3, top position gets through to semis. Second and third get through to the quarters. And yeah, it should be a lot of fun. So make sure you jump in for that. Obviously, there'll be no normal stream. There'll be no Fiorentina this week. Alright guys, thanks for watching, take care, see you later.